How's everyone doing? Let's get away from politics for a little bit and let's talk about stupidity in America. Let's talk about a certain American who deserves to be broke, penniless, destitute, and God, what's the word I want to use? Ostracized. Her name is Nadia Denise Dowd Solomon Gutierrez. You may know her as the Octomom. In the media, she's an American woman who came to international attention when she gave birth to octuplets in January of 2009. Yes, I'm going to read things again because I don't want to spew them off the top of my head. I want to give you facts. The Solomon octuplets are the only second full set of octuplets to be born alive in the United States. 1 week after their birth surpassed the previous worldwide survival rate for complete set of octuplets set by the whatever octuplets in 1998. Solomon, who was unemployed and on public assistance programs at the time, conceived the octuplets and her 6 older children's via in vitro fertilization. Now, some of you are going to look at that and go, well, she wanted kids. But some of you have to say, for the love of God, if you're on public assistance and welfare, what are you doing having not only one more child, but 8? Let's go into it. Nadia married Marcos Gutierrez in 1996. According to Gutierrez, they separated in 2000 because she could not conceive any children together. Gutierrez filed for divorce in November 2006, and the divorce was finalized in January 2008. Despite their divorce, in an interview with People Weekly, he spoke highly of her and expressed that he wishes her the best. Nadia Solomon began in vitro fertilization treatments in 2001 from Dr. Michael Camarava. In each of her 6 pregnancies, she was implanted with 6 embryos. The treatment resulted in 4 single births and 1 twin birth. Solomon stated in 2008 that she had 6 embryos left over from her previous in vitro fertilization. She requested that all of the remaining embryos be implanted, despite the norm for a woman of her age being 2 or 3 implanted at the most. Part of her reasoning for the attempt at a 6th pregnancy was so that the frozen embryos would not be destroyed. The 6 remaining embryos were implanted and 2 of the embryos split into twins, resulting in a total of 8 embryos. Her health and gestational status were followed from her first trimester. 5 fetuses were evident after just 1 month, and when offered the option of selective reduction, Solomon declined. Well, I guess that's her right. News of the octuplets caused an international media frenzy. Public reply was largely negative and even included death threats. There's been much public discussion about Solomon's decision to have the octuplets, including a minor protest outside the Solomon home. Many expressed concern that Solomon's decision for more children would burden taxpayers via public support. Well, I must tell you, that's absolutely true. All of us are paying for her. You see, she's already on public assistance. And she had a bunch, 8 more kids that we now have to pay for. Now, where's the line? There's a separation of church and state. There's a separation between what God wants and what our country wants. But there's also common sense. With the 2009 birth, Solomon captured the public eye, and by the end of January, the media began referring to her as Octomom. Solomon hired a clean fertility group as her initial public relations company. Oh, really? If she only wanted to be a mother and only wanted to have children, what the hell is she doing hiring a public relations firm? With Wes Yoder providing a small amount of pro bono advice, which means free, both groups soon ended their development after receiving death threats. Her next spokesman was Victor Munoz, who quit on March 6 of 2009. On February 5, 2009, Nadia Solomon granted a television interview with NBC's Ann Curry. Solomon rejected suggestions that her decision has been selfish and that may she not be able to care for her children. Solomon stated that she felt society is unfairly judging her because she's a single mother. Solomon also said that she will get by with the help of family, friends, and her church, and she plans to return to school in the fall. Now, I watched this interview, and I heard her say to Ann Curry, well, something, I'm asking her for help, but I'm not asking for help, but if anybody out there wants to donate, car seats, food, diapers, whatever, I'll be more than happy to take it. And what the hell is with her attempts to look like Angelina Jolie? Because anyone can see it. She's had some stuff done because she wants to look like this person. Now she has a whole bunch of kids and says, I don't want nothing from society except for the welfare. And oh, by the way, if you can give me some free car seats and some free food, I'm all for it. In February 2009, Vivid Entertainment made Solomon a $1 million offer to star in porno. She declined their offer. Okay. On March 25th of 2009, Solomon and Gloria Allred appeared together on the Dr. Phil show. Allred had holistic criticisms regarding Solomon's performance as mother and homemaker. On April 6, 2009, Solomon revealed that she'd struck a deal for a reality TV show in the UK. Though the Hollywood Reporter said some U.S. networks are reluctant to pick up the show, Solomon signed an agreement with the Los Angeles Superior Court on July 24th to have each of her children earn $250 to star in a reality show, $250 a day, to star in a reality show that is to start filming in September 1st. On August 10, Fox announced that a 2-hour special entitled Octomom, The Incredible Unseen Footage, will air on August 19th. That is tonight. Ooh, starting right now. Before knowledge of the octuplets became public, Solomon had been living with her 6 older children and mother in a small 3-bedroom house in Whittier, California. I have a friend of mine named Hanley Page, who runs a very successful band that also lives out in Whittier. Property records show that Solomon House and mortgage default, scheduled to be sold at an auction in May of 2009. Solomon's parents filed for bankruptcy in 2008, citing nearly $1 million in liabilities. So here's what that means. They were in debt. They were $1 million in debt. And this horrific excuse for a human being decided to have more children and feed off her parents and off the United States people. This woman is a disgusting excuse for a human. She should never be a mother. She should have her children taken from her so they can be loved and cared for by somebody who really wants to love them, not somebody looking for a paycheck. This woman has had procedures done to make her look like Angelina Jolie. She's been begging for contracts around the world. She's looking at $1 million homes when she can't afford it. This woman is a disgrace. She doesn't care about the children. She cares about herself and the paycheck she might be able to earn because these children are born. These type of people need to be stopped. These type of people need to be prosecuted. She should be in prison for what she's done. The doctor who injected her, who gave her the in vitro fertilization, should be stripped of his license for the horrific things that he's done, not only to these children, but society. They have to realize it's not about this crazy, stupid woman. It's about the lives of these children growing up, the adults they will become, and the government that will have to support them. This woman is a horrific excuse for a human being. The Octomom needs to be an octo-convict. And I'll tell you something right now, for a television station to do a 2-hour special about her, unless they rip her apart, they're absolutely wrong. Unless they destroy her, they're absolutely wrong. I think Fox is a great network. But unless this special shows her as the horrific genetic mess that she is, they are wrong. These are the things that help destroy America.